Welcome back, everybody, to Warriors of the Rainbow Spiritual Guidance YouTube channel. As always, my name is Jason, and I will be your guide. Thank you all for joining me. I don't know about you guys, but there's been like a shift that's happened within me the last 2 weeks. I been doing a lot of introspection, self-reflecting, and seeing where I have self-sabotaging patterns and ways and attachments and a whole bunch of different things that I've been noticing about myself that have been to the forefront, brought to the forefront to be released, which I'm just blessed that they're being released. So I did receive a download yesterday. I will upload the picture on the Facebook group when I upload this video to, when I share it on the group. But what happened yesterday was I went to an NA meeting. As many of you know, I am a person in recovery, 111 on the clock, significant to somebody. But in the meeting, it was all about balance. And during the meeting, I was getting a message from someone on Facebook who I've accepted as a friend. I don't really know that person. And they started asking me if I wanted to hear a message from Jesus Christ. And I was like, oh, here we go with, the Mormons or Jehovah's. And I tried to discredit it, right, and not listen to it. But then, he said some things that made me realize, okay, so he's not a Mormon or, a Jehovah. And he started asking me a question about a prophet. Do you know that there's prophets here right now? And, me being me and knowing that I have a calling, from Spirit, from Source, I believe that the word prophet may be being misused in the religion, right? But, it is essentially somebody who has a calling on their life from God, right? So that's many prophets and prophetess are here. A lot of us in our past lives were actually prophets and prophetess or priests and high priestess, right? So what was crazy about it is 2:33 when I said that, but on my way home, walking back, I felt this like vibration within me that made me know that I had to be on alert because whenever I feel that way, I know that there's some type of message that's going to be manifest and I'm going to receive a message. So as I'm walking across the bridge, I look up and I see these clouds. And at first, I thought that the clouds were like in these like language, like symbols or whatever, and spelling out a word. But as I got closer, I realized that one of the clouds looked like a flying swan. It was definitely a flying swan. I knew because that's the word that came to mind, right? 327, confirmation. So I get home, and that's stuck into me to look it up. So I looked it up, right? And the swan talks about those who see the future, right? It's essentially describing someone with psychic abilities who gets prophetic messages and can see into the future, right? And I was like, man, like what? There's no chance that was happening, right? So what I got and what I received is right now during this cycle that we're in from that the eclipse that we just had, and then this full moon that's coming up, which is like a blood full moon. There is something that is going to happen, and a lot of us are going to get a divine message. We're going to be getting a message from God, or it could be a gift from God, right? That could be a new relationship, a new job, something. But what I'm really getting by it is our third eye is being opened and activated at a really high level. And we're going to have and our crown chakra is going to be activated. We're going to be able to receive messages from the divine with ease. A lot of clearing of the shadow work and the ego is happening right now, right? So these feelings of being competitive and, in your ego is being released. Literally, towers are happening that are meant for us. And It's funny because when I looked up the swan, it brought up the about Apollo, and then this morning I'm watching YouTube, drinking my coffee, and this video comes up about Apollo, and I'm like, man, what is, Apollo was a god of light, which the god of prophecy, right? He was able to see to the future using Delphi or whatever. But I thought it was crazy. It's just synchronicities telling me what's happening in my life, and a lot of it's for you guys too. A lot of us have got our wishes and we're sabotaging our wishes. And Spirit's been showing me some stuff where we sabotage ourselves by expectations and attachments, and then by not making actions and being in a state of fear and worry, right? That things aren't going to work out, or being stuck into the world standards and a lot of different things. We're not in the flow state. Like if you're always working hard to reach a goal, you're never going to be fulfilled. It's when you fully accept and you just allow everything to be is when things start flowing. And that stuck out to me a lot today too. And I definitely want to share this message because I love this song, man. I'm going to turn it up so you guys can hear it. It's called You. But I have this card on this deck. I knew I had one about the swan. I want to read it to you because I know I'm supposed to. It says, in the darkness of year's end, swan flies north. North is where the spirit gather, where spirits gather. Spirits, pluralize. So in Irish, Slavic, and Germanic belief, swan willingly carries with her the souls of the recently departed. She loves them as fiercely and tenderly as she loves her own mate, and so sees them all the way home. Some say that when she returns in spring, a wisp of those carried clings to her, a mirror and a memory, making swan feel like family, like kin, to those who have loved and lost. Perhaps that's why we sometimes see swan rising from the lake, shape-shifting into the form of our beloved, demanding the sacrifices that only the fiercest love can fathom. Swan reminds us that when we love fiercely, our love is never truly lost. Now, synchronicity, right? So the video that I created about love, and like, keep giving it freely because it's going to come back to you in many different ways. It doesn't matter if the person you're trying to give this love to, right, is not able to receive it, right? They are receiving it no matter what. Everyone's receiving it. It's there. It speaks. Because of that love. See, it says return home, which is the central sun, the heart, right? That's what's happening. So our heart is being worked on, and our third eye. We're starting to get prophetic messages. We're starting to get speak to the divine more clearly, and also we are returning home to our heart. I have a big feeling that a lot of us that are seeking love have had it manifest in front of us in many forms already. Doesn't mean it's not coming in. It can come in a relationship form, but there's other ways love comes, you guys. So I wanted to share that with you guys before I did this reading. This is just going to be 8:33 on the clock. So just keep loving. Love fiercely. Love unconditionally. Like, there is nobody that I don't love unconditionally, right? When it comes to intimate love and being romantic, I am a type of person that wants to experience oneness with another person, right? But that doesn't mean that those that like, because it's hard, right, to love just one person. But in that type of sense, like settling down and having a family type love, right, and then unconditionally loving someone, those are different types of love, right? You can still love someone without giving your body away to them, right? That's a different type of love in my eyes. Doesn't mean I'm right and doesn't mean I'm wrong. It just means that's what I want in my life, right? So I wanted to share that with you guys. It seems like a lot of us are being upgraded energetically, and it's costing us some tower moments to drop certain burdens and to drop the programming, because all these programs that I'm dropping are in my subconscious. I wasn't consciously aware of it being still there, but I am now, and it's dropping out, which is good things. And then there's people that I'm forever grateful for coming into my life that assisted me on that journey, right? And I assisted them on a journey. And even though I don't get to see it and talk about it, right, I know it. because I have those abilities. I can feel it, right? I feel everybody's energy, especially when it's directed towards me. So, yeah, I want to share that with you guys. I don't know, it was kind of a little all over the place, but I know what I'm receiving. Something about the full moon. Pay attention to this full moon. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a big release happening in many of our lives. The light of the world, right as I cut that, right? Apollo, the god of light. So, I got a new deck. I got the Akashic Tarot deck. So, I'm going to use this deck, 1027, and I'm going to be using the book too for this, okay? So, because there's a lot of different meanings in it. There's still a regular Rider-Waite, style deck. It still has, but it's just different words. But I'm going to check it out. We're going to see what's going on in the collective energy. If you guys could hit that like button so it gets out, the message gets out there to more people. It gets my name out there. Remember, guys, I am going live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be my first time going live. Please show up. I'd like to have support. I want everybody. It's my chance to, communicate with people. Private readings are still open. Right now, it's $55 for an hour session, right? I use many different styles. It's all tailored to you. So go ahead, email me. That's in the description box if that's something you'd be interested in. I thank you for all the private readings that I've been getting. It means a lot to me to know that I'm able to use my gifts to help others. 11:33 on the clock. And then if you like to donate to the channel, it is greatly needed and appreciated. In the description box, there's options to do so as well. So let's get into the reading. I'm already 12 minutes in. It's going to be a little longer of a video, but hopefully you guys stay to the end because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty powerful reading. So let's check it out. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, ascended masters, all higher light energies, please show the collective what they need to see. Please show the collective what they need to see. Anybody that comes across this video, Spirit. I'm feeling like an energy of acceptance, like just surrendering is the best way to describe it. The garden on the bottom of the deck, which is, so the roses, hold on, I got to check. So I just got this deck, so bear with me. I know it's a minor arcana card. I just want to see if yeah, right here. So, the roses are probably, doesn't tell you what they are. So, I guess I'll have to figure that out, guys. Whatever, we're just going to read it. We'll read the bottom of the, we're just going to read it then. That's what we're going to do. How does that sound? It is the Garden, which is page 146. So this will be a little bit longer of a reading, but it will be worth it. Two children play in a sunny, lush green garden. A boy shoots a slingshot while a girl next to him watches a butterfly in the flowers with a magnifying glass. If children aren't a part of your life already, this card could show the arrival. It could also indicate that your children, even adult children, could become more of a focus for you. They may have some concerns of their own, but even so, opportunities for things to mend come easily right now. There also may be real change and benefit for one of your children who has made a special effort recently. This is a very advantageous time for the children around you. Enjoy it and help them enjoy it too. What I'm really getting by it too is it's like your child side coming out, right? Living more in the flow state. Let's check it out. Oh, these cards are a little different. There we go. A couple of them right here. All right, so, whoa, 3 cards. The Akashic Library. The Scribe. And the 5 of Keys. Wishes fulfilled. See, so this is what I'm talking about, this new moon. It's like a wishes being fulfilled. I knew I'm feeling that energy. I'm going to have to, like, get these cards on static because they kind of went all over the place. All right, Akashic Library. Number 2, so 45. going to have to read this book, the beginning of this book. Alright, Akashic Library. Inside a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books in the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in hand. Sometimes, hold on, I'm told to look at this book. Amazon Prime. Love. Love's coming. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you, but this card can also symbolize a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records and to a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and new purposes. And what was I just talking about, you guys? Like releasing stuff, right? So this is totally something to do with the Akashic records. I apologize, guys. I have the windows open. It is also time of heightened intuition. I can't make this up. As well as greater self-creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your own records in the Akash. To start today, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen, and do it. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rests solely on the scope of your imagination and your own will to do it. So like I'm saying, guys, the song's called Everything's Alright. It is. Everything is alright. Everything's working out. You're pulling on your Akash right now. This is what this is. Heightened intuition. Now the scribe. This is, again, look at some of you guys are supposed to be writing a book or maybe writing a book already. But we're all writing a book in a sense, right? We're all writing the story of our life. And this is what I really feel like it's happening. And this is a wish fulfilled because we're writing our life. Let's read this one. The learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby are a number of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy texts. But in many, they were the most learned men of their time. People well-versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more. This card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there is any subject with which you'd like to acquaint yourself or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing. The period of a higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change in your life, or even the change in the world. Or you will change the world to change your life. Opportunity. Ooh. Just as the Wright brothers began by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer or teacher yourself at this time, elevating and contributing to others. If you're involved in illegal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This could also be a time when you might find yourself writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. So, what I really feel, some of you guys are writing, right? And continue doing that. It's part of your calling. But we all are writing the story of our life, right? That's what I'm getting by this. Now, the 5 of keys is wish fulfillment, right? Let me look that up. So you're writing the story of your life. I like this deck. This is going to be an Akashic Records reading, I guess. That's what I'm going to have to put it down as, because I've already 199. Yeah, look, 99. 9 cups. The 9 of cups is wish fulfillment. So there is a wish fulfillment happening here. Trust everything, Spirit saying. Look, it was 1909 too on the clock. Definitely a wish fulfillment, you guys. The scene, okay, this is right. Yeah, okay. The scene is of a bright and full storeroom, a ladder for a sizable and successful estate. Inside are keys and coins, wines and spices. Also, within the room are a number of baskets filled with a bounty of fruits, vegetables, breads, flours, sugars, and grains. Even the many windows look out at the expanse of your world. This card is a sign that the time has come for your wishes to be fulfilled and your dreams to be realized. Difficulties may have challenged you for a time, but even in these, victory is assured. There is an abundance of sweet nourishments and acquired lands coming. The keys to the castle are yours. Celebrate. So, whatever you guys have been wishing for is coming true. So, Spirit really wants to know, what do you want? In order for a wish to be fulfilled, you must know what you want. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, reflection. The treasure. Let me get another one. Spirit for the collective. What do you have here? Bear with me, these cards are difficult. Oh, there it is. The Seven of Keys, the Ascent. Ooh, I like this deck. Alright, reflection. Number 19 could be significant. That's 1, because it'd be 10. It breaks down to 1. Motion picture. That's crazy. You're making your movie. You are the movie, is what I'm getting by this, right? You're writing the story to your life. Alright, so this one's called Reflection. I apologize, guys. I'm just getting used to this deck. So, 93. Number 12. Number 3. Bringing everything into harmony. Number 3. Bringing everything into harmony. Whoops. What did I say? 93? Okay. Reflection. Upright. A full moon. See? I'm not making this up. This is what's happening, you guys. A full moon shines brightly over a quiet lake as a small ship glides gently through the water. The glow of the ship's lantern is reflected on the lake's surface along with the moonlight from above. This card can sometimes show a trip, particularly a trip over or by water. More important, it can reveal that you now have a direct line to your psychic gifts. I cannot make this up. You are also more aware of your emotions and more reflective about them. You recognize the differences between your intuitive voice, which is calm and assured, and your lower emotional compulsions, which are urgent and sometimes fear-based. Let yourself gain an even greater clarity and control over your emotions now. This also would be a great time for you to take classes in meditation, psychic development, counseling, healing, and other psychological and spiritual arts, if you have such an interest. Your yin side is wide open, and your receptivity is high. Trust your inner voice and you will be guided to greatness. Now, what am I talking about, you guys? The full moon is releasing these shadow and ego sides, and now it's time to trust your intuition, not the fear, not the doubt, not the worry, which I'm guilty of. Look, I'm guilty, and those who know me that I'm talking to subliminally, I guess, I know what I'm guilty of. I'm not perfect, right? But I'm pre-imperfected because I'm imperfect. Like I said, guys, there's the full moon. Something's coming during this full moon that's going to be releasing. And it's going to be beautiful. It really is. Alright, so the Two of Keys. I'm going to start doing, I'll start doing a reading, Akashic Records reading, every week probably. Alright, Two of Keys, the treasure. A man looks dejectedly, never heard of that word before. A man looks dejectedly at a smashed treasure chest in a room that obviously has been robbed and plundered. Behind him, a stream of light shines from below in the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that hasn't been touched. This card represents a great loss or disappointment in your life right now. It could be the loss of a job, relationship, or even an opportunity, but remember that this phase is temporary. It might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover, but there is a great treasure within you that is always available. The little chest represents a part of you that is filled with light. It isn't vulnerable, and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Get lost in your loss. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to discover. And this is why I'm talking is being released. This is the ego and the shadow that's being released. You never lose anything, and there is never a mistake. There's always just lessons, right? So there's a lesson that was learned, and now we're dropping that. And look, the next card is the ascent, so we can ascend. A man stands atop a mountain with a rope draped over his shoulder. Metal stakes known as pitons remain in the steep cliff face that he has climbed, evidence at the difficult path of his ascent. The rope and pitons may have been the physical keys necessary for his achievement, but so were his hard work and resolve. This card shows that with great effort and determination, you can apply yourself to your goals for assured success. Though there may be some risk involved, you can reach the top. There could be a promotion or an advance to a much higher position coming. Understand, however, that it isn't just luck or external influences, but your own hard work and application that bring the achievement you seek. So keep your effort strong. Instead of being passed by, you will climb to the heights. So what I'm getting by this is that the ascension of your inner work, the awareness, your awareness is going to increase and be expanded because you're dropping the fears and the worries and the doubts that are keeping you from all the great things that you have in front of you, right? We all have this side that has to come out. And what I'm really feeling and been feeling is the sun is going to start shining. That's the illumination, right? During this full moon, there is something that's being released. All right, so what's on the bottom of the deck is what I'm being told. The King of Roses. All right, so I'm going to read this one. And then I'm going to pull some of the Starseed Oracle decks out of that deck. And I'm going to close this reading out. Because it's already a long reading. But it's a beautiful reading. It really is. Oops. Get there. You're going to get there, Spirit says. All right, the King of Roses. Oh, underneath that is the Buddha prepares. This card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are the yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love, a man who is balanced and well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether this is a new relationship or the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. Whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of a husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and take loving but considerate action on your behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always start within. And this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The stuff that we're doing right now, this release. So we're able to love. And look, underneath that is the Buddha. And I'm going to read this because I'm being guided to. It's not by chance. A Buddha prepares. So we are being prepared. We are being enlightened. I'm going to close this reading out after. I'm going to pull some of the cards out of the Starseed deck, and then I'm going to close this out. Alright. The Buddha sits meditating. The hills in the background are dotted with other people meditating and patiently waiting for him to speak, but he won't move a muscle until he is ready. This card shows a time of inner preparation before action. Before you can reach outside yourself, you must reach within to find your power, your purpose, and your direction. This period of time may feel like a little like waiting, and it appears so in your exterior life because some points of action seem to be standstill. Really, though, you're just taking the time that you require to prepare and to truly step into your power. Don't be in a hurry. The time to act is coming. The time to act is coming, and when it is here, your strength will be absolute. So see what I mean, you guys? The growth is happening. To be patient with yourself, to trust your intuition. You're going to have more clear intuition, more clear psychic abilities. You're going to have your expansion within you that's going to bring in the love that you desire, right? Um, a lot of you guys are going to have some partners come back, is what I really feel, which is a good thing, right? Because there's some that I wish I was acted differently in many ways now that I look back and done the work, right? But, you know, it's nobody's perfect. I'm actually going to pull out of the Energy Oracle deck. I was just told to do so. Well, I received that, so I know I'm being guided to. Um, there's some cards in here that I think are going to add. Plus, this is an energy reading, if you think about it. Nakash is energy. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, ascended masters, all higher light energies. Please show the collective what you want them to see. Please show the collective what you want them to see. For their highest and greatest good, Spirit. What a nice day it was out today, guys, huh? I actually got up at a decent time today. I got up at 10:27. Woo! Better than 6:27 in the afternoon, right? I'm going to get on a schedule. And as many of you know, I have been on some medications that I've worked on getting rid of. I have just started decreasing another med. So, you know, I'm determined to get off all those that system of darkness is what I call it. Not even health, not even good for your health, but they claim it's health. My opinion. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving anybody advice. Alright, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, ascended masters, all higher light energies, guides. I'm just being proactive in my life, man. This energy shift that's happened in me is just very powerful. That's all I need to say. Angel of strength, yeah. Definitely took a lot of strength to do this, and it's going to take some more strength. What's happening, these towers that are happening is a lot of us are going to be going through, but they're not bad towers, right? A thinking woman. You could be in your head a lot. Or somebody's thinking of you. We'll see why they wanted me to walking away. There it is, right? So walking away from being stuck in your mind and bringing it down to your heart. The number 27 could be significant. It's confirmation to me. Action. Taking right action, by kind of being in the flow. Taking only action when you know you need to go. Ooh, a little rhyme right there. Woman holding a heart. Someone could be moving towards you, or you could be moving towards somebody. Taking action, again, it's that white and that black, right? So it's the balance. Taking balance action is what I'm feeling, right? And you're holding someone's heart, or someone's holding your heart, and it's maybe representation of the love that you have. I do not know what I'm going to call this reading. The first Archangel Michael, that's your root chakra. I'm going to read that one. I'm going to probably call this an Akash and a 3322. So sacral chakra, and that's Archangel Ariel. I'm going to read the angel ones. Probably just going to call this an Akash and a energy check. Energy read. Door to value. Yeah, see, you're definitely now, whatever is being released in this full moon, whatever this is happening that's pulling onto your Akash, it's literally pulling your Akash. It definitely is working with it. It's going to open doors that are going to be to value, which is within you, right? That is the door. Door to romance. See? So you're opening the value into romance. Indecision. Now, there may be some indecision choices, but there's always choices. But now you're going to be able to make these choices because you're going to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is being heightened for that reason. Anxiety. These are all the stuff that you're maybe feeling now, but this is what's being dropped. A man holding a coin. Stepping into that abundant energy. Storm warning. This is the storm that comes, that this is bringing up. It may feel like a storm. Now I see why they wanted me to go in this deck here. Cornucopia. There you go. That's why, right there. That's abundance, everything's coming towards you, right? It's strategy. You're now going to be able to make the right strategy. You're going to know where you're going. It's not going to, this anxiety, indecision, this worry, doubt, and fear, this is what's being released from you right now. This is what's happening in the collective and in your life. Whoever comes across this message, it was just 3515. I see a lot of fives. Change is coming. It's going to require strategy, but you're going to be able to make the correct strategy because you're listening to your intuition. All right, I'm being told to read these two. All right. Let's see. Number 35 and 36. Look at that. 35 and 36. It could be significant to somebody. Maybe you're turning 36. Michael holds, this is stability and security. Yeah, so this is what's happening here, right? So this energy, you're going to know where you're headed now. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to resolve at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. Now check this out too. I got to share this with you guys now. That just happened. I just got, hopefully I didn't lose it. Dang. Well, I did have it. I've just got went out and got a couple veggie spring rolls today, and the fortune cookie said faith is a law, and this is what it says, increasing faith. So just another confirmation. So yes, a lot of women are clearing out the root chakra right now in the sacral, and it's not by chance that that's what comes up, and most of my viewers are women. So and there's a reason why for that, but it is what's happening, and I'm not going to get into it right now. But just be conscious of who you're having in 3727 confirmation in your bedroom, right? Like sexually, because when you are with many partners, right, who are not healed or just in a lower vibration, right? And I hate saying, I'm not basing who's better or worse. Everybody's still oneness. It's just who's aware and not aware. That's a fact, right? But if they're in a lower state, unhealed, their energy is being attached to your energy. So your root chakra, well, you'll have a hard time feeling stable. It's just the truth. And then your creative energy for your sacral chakra. It's just how energy works, you guys. Intimacy and creativity. See what I mean? The second chakra vibrates in the energy of a beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out onto unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and the camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So see what I mean? So this change that's coming is happening within you. That is going to send a beacon out, drawing the experience of those that are at the same frequency or matching your frequency into your life. You're always creating. You're always manifesting. You're the manifester. You're the co-creator. So you're always manifesting. Remember that. So, this is what I got for you guys. I hope it resonates. I apologize, a little all over the place. It is my first time using that deck, but I thought it was a pretty good reading overall. I will be uploading another video later today, which is a more regular tarot video. And remember, guys, tomorrow night, 9 p.m., live. Please be there. I'd like to see everybody there. Yeah, come and get to talk. There'll be an open chat. It's my first time, so I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but I don't care. I'm just trying to get out and meet some people and, have some fun and see what comes up in the cards. Just remember, guys, you are awesome. You're amazing. Don't let nobody tell you you're not. Remember that within you. Don't allow others to dictate how you are or who you are, right? And remember that pay attention to the full moon. Go within. Right now is the time to go within and listen to yourself, right? Look at you. Be the observer of your own feelings and emotions. Because something's actually happening very, very important in everybody's life. Okay? The moon is causing something to be released so that we can be in alignment and bring in the experiences that we desire. Our intuition is being heightened and our psychic abilities are being heightened. So be prepared for that. I hope this message resonates with you guys. If you'd like to donate to the channel, in the description box, it is greatly needed and appreciated. Thank you to all those that have. If you'd like a private reading, go ahead and email me. And at least hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if the message resonates. Sending you guys so much love. Namaste.